All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Down. 50, plant.
So we got man. Check safety.
Topper! Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Check it out, Reed.
Shoot! Hey, 31!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57.
On 2nd and 9, Watson.
Here I come again. Here I come
It's
again.
complete to
Here I come
Fuller.
again.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Mike Bartuz. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Good stop. Good stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby. Nice play.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Let's go.
64.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
31.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. You can't block.
Again, it's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston, it's the Texans in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Ready for the second quarter from Houston, it's the Texans in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Check.
He's got Fuller, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
At the 30-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. 55. I'm on. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right?
No.
Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now it's Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, if you kill it, motion.
Throwing again is Watson. That's going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a gain of 27 yards. Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Where's that? 19. Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. He runs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Check.
Hey, orbit.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Right here.
They'll drop to throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
60 outlaw.
Check 45 to Mike. I'm here all day.
2nd and 6. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. You ain't got nothing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
We got 3.
Hey.
Now back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We got 4. We got 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Watson now to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Double tight. Hey.
Watson on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Here's Watson throwing again. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. An update from Denver. The Broncos, they've taken an early lead against the Chiefs. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is set. 19, 24. We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 12, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike 52. Watch the run. Mike 52. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this throw caught left side. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, exit. Yo, Jack, hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They'll look to throw here. Finding Green complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 5. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey.
Don't get nervous now.
On the ball.
Tear you up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check Mike. Watch 55.
He can't hang.
Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The field goal we just saw has this now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 79 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Smith.
Back to throw here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And Eifert has it. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Andrew Billings. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Here's Watson rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Houston, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
split. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote